all time. What a bad thumbnail. Ba-da-da-da. You guys see my tree? We're going to call it Tree. It's called Tree. Boom. Oh, that's lovely. Where is this? Japan. Oh, I like that. Hi, guys. Hey, Jeff. Bum, 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 bum. Gonna get good evening. Welcome to Fresh Baked. Fresh Baked on YouTube. I'm searching for myself. This feels far away. Hang on. Let's get more intimate. Ooh. That's better. Okay, I still gotta find Fresh Baked. Bum, 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 bum. Does it feel like the holidays to you guys yet? Are you in the spirit? Are you in the holiday spirit? Ooh, Grace is in California Adventure right now. Rest in peace, Jolly Trolley. Yeah, that's pretty much what I said when I saw that concept. I'm like, well, that's so much for Jolly Trolley. But I've heard that the actual trolley was refurbished. It's backstage, clean as could be, brand new. I am in the spirit. But this thing's got lights, but I haven't turned them on yet. And I'm going to get some decorations for it also. Okay. David, I met you... Wait. I met you yesterday in Batu. Nice to see you again. Good to see you, JD. Refresh my memory. Which one were you? So let me see if I can remember. Yeah, I really enjoyed making that Life Day video. Thank you very much to Silver Obi for the $5 gift. I enjoyed making the Life Day video. I thought it came out really nice. I'm really happy with the video. Apparently nobody wants to see it though. It's not doing very well. I sometimes wonder what is it that triggers folks to watch a video and not watch it. I sometimes wonder. Okay, JD, guy who asked you if you're the guy from Fresh Baked told me you're wearing a different. Oh yeah, okay. That was funny. Yeah, I wasn't wearing my usual hat yesterday. I was wearing my Stormtrooper hat, which I hardly ever wear, but I figured it's Life Day, I should wear it. Thank you to Christopher Quinn for the $5. Says happy birthday to Mickey and Minnie, 93 years young. And Dwayne Smith get the $5. Loved your Life Day video. My hubby shook his head and laughed about how far the holiday special has come. Yeah, it used to be derided. Now it's looked upon as like it's a, guilty pleasure. Disneyland gets the $2. Thank you very much. Very much enjoyed the Life Day video today. What do you think of Bob C not going to Destination D? Well, I guess some people have stronger opinions of that. What I find more interesting, what's more interesting to me is not whether or not that Bob went, whether or not he did go to Destination D23 or whatever it's called. It's what WDW News Today posted, and then what Disney said to WDW News Today, and then what WDW News Today posted after that. It was some savage stuff going back and forth between Tom and Disney. And I don't know, who's right or who's, where things are at. It doesn't bother me that he didn't go. Arch Fox says, I love WDW News Today. I don't hate them. I know a lot of people are like, oh, God, Tom is such an asshole. Sorry, oh my God, did I swear 2 weeks in a row? Tom is such a jerk. Maybe he is, but, the world needs people that are like that in a way. We can't have a bunch of, yes men out there. I'm accused of being a yes man, a Disney apologist sometimes. And, I mean, so I mean, I don't know if he's right or wrong or whatever, but you need both, right? I get a kick out of Tom's stuff sometimes. Sometimes he's like clickbait and he gets it wrong or whatever, but I mean, I've been wrong. So yeah, he comes off really rough. Tom does. He really does. Okay, I gotta catch up. SRH John, gifted $5. Dave, I'm on my way to the park debating either parking structure or Toy Story lot. How long do buses or Toy Story lot run? They run all night. Always recommend Toy Story. They run all night. They will take you there all the way up until 8 or 9 o'clock at least, I think. And it's an easier parking experience for me almost every single time. We got a $5 gift from Roman Navarro. He says, hello, David. Random question. If you could work at WDDI, what would you do? Ever had a dream of working in Imagineering? I'm not really. I'd like to be in the room, but I'm not smart enough to do WDI. I don't have that kind of mind. I'm analytical. Spreadsheets, numbers, positive, negative kind of thing. That's my wheelhouse. My degree's in finance. So I'm not all that good at like, ooh, a blue sky, you know what I mean? But I'd like to be in the room. I don't know what job I'd want. I don't know if I'd want to work for Disney, to be honest. They don't pay very well. I make more here than I do, than I would working for Disney. Tom Sampson gets the $5. Thank you very much. Keep up the good work, he says. So let's see. The monorail is back. Yes, just looking at a few comments. Who's Tom? Tom is the guy who runs WDW News Today, the Disney blog. Tom Corliss. They Disney hates him, okay, and so does like a quarter of the Disney, fan universe or whatever. Maybe a half. I don't know. He's not the most popular dude. Let's see. Love the sweatshirt. Thank you very much. Oh, that's right. I gotta test Web Slinger. Web Slinger wait is 90 minutes, by the way. Boom. That's pretty high. I'm surprised it's that high. Any word on a possibility of a strike with Disney employees? Well, that's going to be hard to do. No, I mean, that's on the table, obviously. It's on the table, but they don't want to strike. Nobody wants to strike. That's the nuclear option. But it's going to be hard to do because right now, as I understand it, cast and the unions aren't getting along. Okay. Not Disney and the unions aren't getting along. Cast and the unions aren't getting along. So I'm not sure where this is going. I'm working on a news video, and I'm going to be talking about that a little bit. I have a few people on the inside who are kind of keeping me up to date on how things are going. Nothing that's like secret or anything like that. It could be easily found out, but I'm watching. I'm keeping up to date. I'm trying to keep my finger on the pulse of the cast out there and how things are going. It's not a pretty picture right now. It's not a pretty picture. Joe Antonio. So the unions are misrepresenting the majority. Well, I don't know if you could say it either way. I don't know, but I just know that there's been some questions. That's all. Love your input. Are you willing to sell an hour consult for DLR trip planning in early December? It's funny. Somebody asked me about that, about the possibility of becoming like a travel consultant. I mean, what I would have to charge to make it worthwhile, because I use every hour of my day to make videos, and I make a decent living at it. So how would I replace that hour? I thought about that. Like, what rate would I have to charge to replace that hour? I don't know. What would you pay? What would you pay for an hour? You tell me. I'll tell you if I'll do that. Gabe's Gaby Vision. Heard many people complaining about too many vloggers at the special events, taking up too much time at the picture events and blocking others. I don't know how that's possible. to be honest. Everybody gets their turn. I mean, speaking of myself at least, when I go to a park and I go to do a thing, I get in line. I get in line like everybody else. So I don't know what they're talking about, to be honest. Whoever's saying that. I'm not doing anything outside of what a normal guest would do. So whose time am I taking? Riddle me that. This is the part of these live streams. By the way, if you don't normally watch these live streams, you should, because you get a little bit more of an unfiltered, unfiltered, fresh baked. Okay, an hour with David is okay. Here we got a couple: 200, 200, 300. Ah. I mean, the 300 is not bad. I may not say no to 300. I don't know. Ashley Garrett gifted $5. Which park will you be at on Black Friday? Disneyland. Yeah, Dinkyland. Vloggers are paying guests too. I don't get any special access. I don't get any special discount. I have an AP. I checked the count. Somebody accused me of somehow gaming the system in order to go to the park so much. The only thing that I do is refresh. Okay? The only thing I do is the same thing that anybody else can do, is refresh the page until the date that I want shows up as available. I get in line. I get on standby. I use FastPass when it's around. I use single rider like the rest of you. I don't do anything. I use mobile order. I don't do anything that normal guests can't do. That's the bottom line. Debbie Rose, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Debbie Rose. Have I tried the Pozzoli? No, not yet, but I'm hoping to. Koenig reports bad news about Small World. Yeah, I've been listening. I have some info on that. Somebody again said, the report that I had that it wasn't going to open until the 22nd was wrong. I'm looking directly at the park's schedule, the calendar, not the calendar on the website, but the internal calendar. So I don't know how wrong I could be about that, but yeah, it's looking like a week now. Well, actually, the 22nd I think is what the date that I saw. When do I think Genie Plus will be available? Okay, I'm saying not before December 1st is what I'm going with. Stop saying they're not secrets, Jennifer. Refresh the page. That's all I do. Any updates on Runaway Railway? No, it's 2023. Yeah, 22nd of November. Yes. Small World right now is scheduled to be back the 22nd of November next week. Shohei won the AL MVP? How is that possible? I mean, he's awesome. Shohei is awesome. That guy's a freak of nature. But the Angels, did they even make the playoffs? So how valuable is he? I'm that guy, by the way. I'm that guy. I'm the guy who says you can't be valuable if your team doesn't even win anything. Doreen Smith gifted $5. That's why we follow Fresh Bake. Well, thank you very much, Doreen. Christopher Quinn is back with $5. All of July is open for booking on Star Wars Galactic Star Cruise. Really? I haven't looked at the schedule, the Galactic Cruiser schedule, so I don't know. They were saying that they were sold out mostly, but now you're saying July is wide open? Vloggers don't have secrets, you guys. We are humans. We are not secret agents. We just go to the park a lot. That's all. That's all we do is go to the park a lot and then film it and talk about it. There is nothing that we do that is anything different than what you guys do, other than we have a camera. (1987) Andre Dawson won MVP for but look how rare that was, though. I remember that year. I was around. I was a big baseball fan at that time. I remember that. But that's just a conversation. Like, how valuable can you be? It doesn't matter in baseball. I guess you're right. What happened to the Jingle Cruise? I would love to know, Allie. I would love to know. David, give us the codes to the underground Disney bunkers. If there's a bomb at Disneyland, I'm going to go down with the rest of you. I'm sorry. Is that a cookie? No, these are coasters. I like that, like, hold things while I talk. I don't know why. Have I seen some vloggers at press events previews? Sometimes I haven't been invited to one since Galaxy's Edge. It's been 2 years, more than that, since I've been invited to any kind of press event at Galaxy's Edge. And it's not for lack of trying. I mean, at Star Disneyland. It's not for lack of trying. I get ghosted by Disneyland. And listen, I get ghosted, okay? I get ghosted, and I'm perhaps the biggest apologist for Disney of any vloggers. People flame Disney left and right on videos all the time. WDW News Today, Mickey Views, Best Life, they go off on Disney all the time. Ordinary, they go off on them sometimes. Everybody goes off. I hardly ever go off on Disney, except for when they call you fat. I didn't like that very much. I didn't like it that they called people fat. But, and I don't get invited to anything. So it doesn't, for those who think that we are all like trying to be nice and positive about Disney because we're afraid we're not going to get invited. I don't get invited. Okay. I don't. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that I'm supposed to be avoiding. It's not working. If what I'm doing is for that effect, it's not working. Braden is honest. Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. So is Tom. But people for some reason don't look at Tom the same way they look at Braden. Disney Steve gifted $5. The first month of Galactic Star Cruiser will determine its fate. If the media gave it a bad rap, it's over. Well, we'll see. I feel like from what I was, the calendar is what scared me. The calendar is so packed. Like, you have to really be like on your toes constantly. There's something for every half an hour, you know? Stephen Crawford gets the $10. Fresh Baked is a great healing tool after a discectomy? I don't know what that is. Also, can't believe fans can keep a CEO from not attending an event. I would have gone and owned it. Well, we don't know if that's the case or not. That's just a headline that WDW News Today posted. But we don't know what their source was. They're not going to just say, I heard this from that guy. They're saying it. They're pretty much, saying it. They're the only ones saying it. So we don't even know how true that is. I don't know if I believe the whole, the scheduling conflict thing either. But, I mean, it's not necessarily the case that he's right. Carl Barrio, we don't know. Nobody knows. Get the $5. Hey, David, not going to make that mistake again. I love the FB podcast episode today. Hope to see you at the parks again soon, 28th of November. I don't think so. Michael Sullivan, Disney is avoiding YouTubers. They are shifting to TikTokers. That is a true statement. But that has always been the case. YouTube has never been a favored social media platform for Disney. They've never liked YouTube. They prefer bloggers, especially family bloggers, over anything. They love the mom bloggers, or bloggers, I should say. They get first priority, bloggers do. Then it's TikTok, and then it's Instagram. And then YouTube, we're like, you can watch from the cheap seats. Mr. Robin Nass, get the $10. I was supposed to be going Thanksgiving through Saturday. I took care of everybody's reservations, but somehow failed to book mine. Only 2 days left in November, even for ticket holders. Robin, Thanksgiving Day has been open quite a bit for the last week or so. Did you miss that one? Jerry Lombardo, get the $10. It's a jolly holiday with you, David. Love your show. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Willie Steigel, get the $5. How are crowd levels the week between Christmas and New Year's? Packed. The busiest week of the year is the Christmas week. That's the big busiest week of the year. And I mean the week after also. The week before and the week after are intense. What's a discectomy? By the way, that's why we're on TikTok, by the way. I'm trying because I want to. I feel like TikTok is the way things are going. There's a lot of things happening at TikTok. It's a very what do you call it? It just pops. Sometimes things really pop on TikTok. So we're going there. We're there. If you're not following us on TikTok, you should. Liz posts a lot on TikTok for us. She's going to the parks and filming stuff. She does a little something almost every day. So. So Malmston, Mouse Planet, Mice Planet, changed name to Mouse Baked. Notice that both of those sites that you mentioned are blogs, not YouTube channels. They're blogs. Dan Shaw, seems like YouTubers and podcasters are just in the salt mines doing free advertising. You said it, buddy. You said it. Although it's not free. I mean, I still get paid, but I'm not getting paid by Disney. Yeah, somebody just said Thanksgiving is still open right now. DA. David, I enjoyed your video on dinner package and parade. Didn't know that was offered. Where do you get tickets? Do you buy those online? You make a reservation, just like you would a dining reservation for a restaurant. You want to make a dining reservation for Cafe Orleans, you go to the website, look, find Cafe Orleans, make a reservation. You do the same thing. You just go to the Plaza Inn, go to dining, make a dining reservation, go to Plaza Inn, and you'll see a banner that says Christmas Fantasy Parade dining package. And then you book a time. You book a table, just like you would any other restaurant. Colleen, get the $5. Just wanted to say thanks. Thank you. Your videos have been a big help. I'm surprising my mother with a trip she has never been during the holidays. Oh, dude, Disneyland at Christmas time is pretty much the best thing ever. Yes, it is a pineapple juice, Gibby. It is the best thing ever. I love Christmas. I love Christmas. I love Christmas at Disneyland. I love Christmas at Disneyland at night. It is, when you're tearing things on how awesome things are at Disneyland, you keep getting better and better. Nothing goes above Christmas at Disneyland at night. Stephen Crawford, get the $10. Had 2 discs shaved in my L3 and L4 as they herniated outside my spine. Tomorrow will be 1 week post-op. My gosh. Man, does it hurt, Stephen? Golly, that sounds awful. My favorite sit-down restaurant at Disneyland is probably Cafe Orleans. Okay. Are you going to decorate the... Yes, I'm going to decorate the tree. I just got it the other day. There's lights on it already. I just haven't plugged it in yet. Cassie Sanchez, gifted $20. My son Aiden, who is 9, wanted to say thank you for making our Disney trips magical. I love watching your videos with my mom. Thank you, Aiden. Thank you very much. I'm glad that we were able to be there for you. God, I still haven't gotten to Knott's Berry Farm. Man, I keep trying, but I'm going to Disneyland too much. I might have to cut back on my Disneyland trips. Angels signed Noah Syndergaard. Is he still good? Pitchers are... It seems like every time they sign a pitcher, it's at the end of their career. Not before they're good. You know what I mean? Is he still good? Is Noah still good? I feel like he's not. Gabe's asked, do you think at any time Disney will give DVC members or hotel guests guaranteed reservations? Not guaranteed, but they have their own bucket. They have their own bucket. So that's good for you. That's good for hotel guests. SRH John 07, get the $5. Dave, just wanted to say the MVP is not a team award. It is who was the best overall player. Well, they have a separate award for that, don't they? Don't they? Isn't that like, I don't know. It's just a conversation. I'm not trying to die on that hill or anything like that. It's just a conversation. Colleen gifted $5. I know I love Disneyland during Christmas and it's my mother's favorite holiday, so it should be special. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Yeah, that's what Ruben says. Yeah, Noah always gets hurt. That's what I thought. Isn't he injury prone? Which is the same thing as not being good, in my opinion. I read Kimberly B. Don't you watch his videos to Games for You? And I had to find out what Games for You said. It made me chuckle a little bit. Yeah, Games for You. I've done 3 videos on that topic. He asked if I heard that Toontown is being renovated. Yeah, I have heard. You got $2 gift from Mr. Robin Nass. Nothing for Park Hopper on my screen. Are you an AP? What? I don't know what screen you're looking at, Robin. By the way, who's in the park right now? I thought somebody told me who they were in the park, and I can't remember who that was. I want to buy somebody a Christmas treat. Grace, yeah, Grace, are you still here? Is Grace still here? I wanna be or buy a treat. SRH John, if Grace doesn't show up, then I'll get you. I haven't had very many Christmas treats yet, so I can't answer that question, Daniel. Roman. I only had the one thing at Marius Nights, and then I was at my next trip. My next visit was for Life Day. So Grace isn't around then. I'm okay with gingerbread cookies. They're all right. They're not my favorite. No, ticket holder, not AP. Okay, so that's a different conversation. I don't ever look at the single day ticket calendar because it's always pretty much wide open. I don't know how that. I don't know what that calendar looks like. Christopher Quinn, get the $5. Are you going to Long Beach Pike or Marineland anytime? No, no, no time. I got no time for those things. I don't even have time. I don't even have time to go to Knott's Berry Farm. Grace is on a dark ride right now and has no reception on her phone. Well, you know what? We'll hold out for Grace then for just a minute. How are Christmas cookies at Disneyland? Well, which one? We just made cookies tonight. We had our first fresh baked in the house cookie baking event tonight. I told Liz, I said I want to bake cookies every freaking night until Christmas. I want nothing but fresh baked cookies in this house. So she brought some home and we baked them tonight, and they were delicious. Yes, cookie baking, Lisa. It's fun. I like baking cookies. We're trying to cook more at home and do more stuff at home. Any time for golf? Nope, probably not. Wait, was I being Christopher? He says neither of those parks exist. Was I being trolled? Maybe I think I might have been trolled on that because I remember Marineland from back in the day, and I don't know the other one. I never even heard of the other one, so I couldn't even say if it was around or not. But I remember Marineland. What's the last dinner you made at home? It was tonight. We had a stroganoff tonight. David, you got to go to WDW as I would like to see a live reaction video of you and your fam. Well, hang in there, Gabe. I'm working on some stuff. We teased this a little bit last week. It's not directly related to going to Walt Disney World, but I am working on something that may make that possible. Hang in there. I'm working on something big. Stay tuned to Fresh Baked for news on it. I'm gonna tease this for a little while because it's not done yet. But as soon as it is done, I'm gonna make an announcement. But there is something coming. There is something cooking. What is Long Beach Pike? That's the other one he said. Yeah. Wait for Tron to open before you go. Well, I would like to, yeah, but when's that going to happen? That's what we had tonight, Deborah, was homemade chocolate chip cookies. That's what we had tonight. Don Kelly says the 25th and 26th are blocked for multi-day tickets. Saturday is open. They don't block ticket dates based on what kind of ticket you have in terms of single or multi-day. So I'm not sure how that could be. At least if I'm understanding it correctly. Sabrina Brown gifted $5. Thank you very much. Somebody asked about Christmas cards. We're going to be doing Christmas cards for Patreon this year. Yes, I think. I have to find them. I have a bunch. But the plan is to do Christmas cards for Patreon members. I had 3 cookies. Okay. Any word on candy canes? No. No word. I haven't heard anything positive or negative on that. The single day tickets. Well, he's saying that they're blocked for multi-day, but not single day. So I'm not sure how that works. I don't know. I don't ever. I mean, that's never been an issue for me because they've always just been. I've always just seen them as being available. So I don't know if there's if it's how different it is in that case for those particular days. How does someone become a Patreon? We'll go to patreon.com/freshbaked and then just follow the thing from there. Doreen Smith, get the $5. I just became a Patreon member of Fresh Baked. Thank you very much, Doreen. There's a link for you right there. Porkins just put a link up. Patreon.com/freshbaked. Can I make a reservation for the parade dining on the app? Yes. Yes, you can. If you go to, I can't show you. If you go to Disneyland, go to the Disneyland website, things to do, make a dining reservation, and then you can, and then just choose the go find the Plaza Inn and choose the Christmas Fantasy Package. Doreen Smith says, everyone join tonight. That is a very good idea. I think that's a great idea. Everybody should join our Patreon campaign. You can join for as little as $1, just $1. And you can become, a part of quite a bit. We're trying to make more content for exclusive content for Patreon as well. Matter of fact, I'm sitting on a couple of videos. I filmed a whole bunch of stuff that I just don't have time to publish on YouTube that I'm going to probably put up on Patreon here at some point soon. But I got a bunch of stuff. If you like acoustics for one thing, that's probably going to be the home for acoustic stuff. I got a $10. I got a bunch of acoustic stuff coming also. Jen loves Donald. Get the $5. Thank you very much. Boy, a lot of people coming up saying they are already members of Patreon. Thank you. That's great. You guys are going to start getting treated a little bit better. I brought somebody on to help out with that, and we're gonna make some changes, and that's going to get better here very soon. Christopher Quinn, get the $5. Long Beach Pike was an amusement park on the beach, closed in '79. I think I remember seeing a video about that. Was it called Long Beach Pike? Wasn't there some other amusement park or something like that in Long Beach right around the time when they built the monorail? Roman asks, can't remember, do you edit your own videos or is that outsourced now? No, I still edit my own videos. I don't know if I could outsource it. There's a lot of roadblocks to doing something like that. Not to, first of all, it's just how to get them the actual raw data, the raw footage. You basically have to live in my house. Because I don't have it, there is no cloud big enough to house all of my videos. I've got videos going back to 2016. I save every single hour that I shoot. Every video I shoot at Disneyland, I save on an external hard drive. I've been trying to work on a cloud solution. Steven was going to help me with that, and I've flaked on it. But that's the biggest problem right there. It's just plus I've got in my mind sort of a catalog of everything I've shot, and I kind of know how to find all the clips that I need if I'm going to do like a news video about something and I need to go reference an old video from 2018. It's just hard. It's hard to outsource that. And then you have to trust that person to make the video that you want them to make. Not that I'm like a genius at it or anything like that. I'm sure there are a lot of better editors than me. But the ones that are better than me will probably cost a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I can afford an editor who's better than me. Shannon Marie, get the $5. Did you get a new phone? What kind, and are you happy with it? This what we're shooting with right now is my new phone. Yes, I got the Samsung Ultra 21 something or other, and I'm happy with it. Yeah, we did a live stream the other day. Well, we tried to, and that crapped out. Not the phone, but we had the day got shortened. But the live stream went pretty well on that phone, which is basically how I measure how good my phones are, is how well they perform when I do a live stream. Also, thank you very much, Shannon, for being a Patreon member. Thank you. How long does it take to edit a video? Well, it depends on what kind of video and how much of it is just like me talking to the camera, or if it's a trip report, or if it's a news video with a lot of, archived. For example, the video I'm trying to put out right now for the Festival of Holidays, it's a tips and recommendations video, has taken me almost 2 days to edit, and it's like a 10-minute video. It shouldn't take that long. But some videos, like some news videos, I can get out in a couple hours. But it just depends on how much of it is, how many layers there are to the video. If there's a lot of, dropping clips and stuff like that, and editing and, images and graphics and things like that. But if it's just me talking to the camera, that's easy. Uh, 11 Angel says, I was on the Disneyland Railroad today and saw a bunch of bigwigs on the Fantasyland Theater stage. Something brewing. No, there's not. I saw that as well. Well, I saw something similar, I think, when I was there, blah, 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 last night. I think it was last night? Yeah. It was nothing. That's nothing. They use that area now as training space. They have a thing set up. I'm going to be talking about that in a construction or news video or something like that, but that's basically what they're using that now. It's just for training. Thank you to Cassie Sanchez for the $5. Aiden and I just joined Patreon. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you very much. Smallwood is down for a year. No. Where do you guys hear this stuff? Who's saying it's down for a year? Have you ever done Club 33? Yes. We have planned. There's a possibility we may be doing Club 33 as part of our first time ever doing the candlelight procession. I think we might have been invited to candlelight procession this year. What's your favorite mythological character? That's wild. I have no idea. Regina says, I remember when you used to drop 2 videos per day. Well, actually, it was a lot easier back then to do 2 videos a day than it is today, because I was just taking 1 video and making 2 videos out of it. So it wasn't that... all that changed at that time when I stopped doing 2 a day was I just, instead of making 2 8-minute videos, I made one 16-minute video. Because YouTube said they wanted us to make longer videos and not shorter videos. So I started doing that. And it worked out pretty well. And it's still the case today. It's hard for me to make 2 videos a day today, though. The trip report videos are much easier to produce because there's no editing. I mean, there's very little editing, I should say. Everything is just there. I just shoot. The news videos are much more painstaking to make, which is why I'm often late, and which is why sometimes I live stream news, because I don't want to be late. But it's why I'm often second when it comes to making videos, because I don't just live stream, because I want to make a video. I want to make a video on those things if I can help it, so that I can, formulate thoughts and speak coherently, and not, because sometimes when I'm on live, I rush it and I don't really know what I'm talking about. So. What editing software do you use? Sony Vegas. Whatever it is, Sony Vegas Pro. Samuel, live streaming definitely looks the easiest to edit. Understatement of the year. Understatement of the year. There is no editing. I wish I could live stream everything, but I mean, I don't. It's just, I don't know. I guess it would be. It's not the same. It's not the same for me. I mean, I live stream. I'm probably gonna live stream on Saturday, by the way. Saturday. I'm live streaming early on Saturday. I just do that for fun. I try to, just to bring you guys in, but I don't want that to be, like a replacement for content or anything like that. Gabe says, do you think Roger Rabbit is a goner? That's another question. Where are people getting that idea? Where are you hearing that Roger Rabbit is going anywhere? What's on the agenda for Saturday's live stream? Well, Saturday's video, basically, I'm just going to be talking about crowds and how the park is performing today, these days, as opposed to in the weeks past. And then the live stream will probably be some of the same. I don't know. We'll see. I just goof around. I just goof around on those live streams. What are you drinking? It's pineapple juice. I'm drinking pineapple juice. I love pineapple juice. Roger Rabbit was left out of the concept art. No, it wasn't. It's there. I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. But it's there. Sammy Land, my parents are extremely impressed that you responded to my comment live. Well, take that, Sammy Land. I responded again. Yeah, it's there, dude. I'm looking at it right now. It's right there. I don't understand. Right? I mean, if that's not Roger Rabbit, then I don't. The car, well, okay, but the car being gone doesn't make Roger Rabbit gone. Why would they go through all the trouble, you guys, of updating Roger Rabbit the ride if they were gonna just get rid of it? The Weasel said Roger Rabbit. If anything, Roger Rabbit is going to get an upgrade. That's what I think. Can you see Gadget's Go Coaster? Yes. If you look at look at the concept art if you have it in front of you. Go to the very top left corner. The very top left corner. You see Donald's boat, and then behind Donald's boat is Gadget's Go Coaster. Alan Beckman, did you ever mail things to the Disneyland mailbox? Yes, one year we sent out our Christmas cards, and they were put in. All the Christmas cards were mailed from within Disneyland. Christine Bonebright, good point, but why the new FastPass kiosks just to get rid of? There are no new FastPass kiosks? They're not new. Those things were there for years. Roger Rabbit has had FastPass kiosks for years. They just put up a sign. Now, they did put up a sign to say that they're getting rid of it because of Lightning Lane. Not because they're getting rid of the ride. It's for Lightning Lane. How will an entrance to Star Wars Land work there? I don't know that it would. I don't think that they are. Well, they could, I suppose, but I mean, there's not. I wouldn't read anything into the concept art if that's what you mean. Let me see if I can't zoom in here a little bit. I don't see anything in that concept art to me that suggests an opening to Star Wars Land. Oh, Christine Bonebright says, before they took them away, not at Roger Rabbit, I think they were in Marvel Land. You had a video. Yeah. They built a FastPass kiosk for Marvel Land. Yes. There was going to be FastPasses for Mission Breakout and for Web Slingers. But they didn't take it out. It's just sitting there vacant. They never finished it because they decided to do Lightning Lane instead. But I'm not sure what that's got to do with Roger Rabbit. Or I'm not sure if you were trying to make a connection to Roger Rabbit. Do you think we'll get the new story for Roger Rabbit before it closes? Maybe. It could be. I'm not sure. I don't know anything. If you send mail from Disneyland, does it get a special postmark? No, it just gets postmarked from the Anaheim post office. The mail just goes from Somebody just takes it from the mailbox and takes it to the Anaheim post office. So it's the post office that stamps it. It's not like Disney's actually got a mail processing center inside the park. Somebody just picks it up and takes it. Do you think that Genie Plus will happen by the end of the month? I'm not before December 1st. I don't think. No. DLP or is it no Dip 1955? Liked your video of the Life Day cult going on in the Galaxy's Edge. Very concerning. Dip, what's your point? What do you? Why? Are, what are you doing? That's the internet for you right there. A connection from Toontown to Galaxy's Edge would be really long. It's not. No, they share a border. It's very close. It wouldn't be long. It would be a tunnel, though. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be a transition like from, New Orleans Square to Adventureland. It wouldn't be anything like that. It would be a tunnel, but I don't think it would be a big deal. Do you envision leaving Fresh Baked to Sophia to take over one day? No, it would go to my wife first, I think, if anything. But I don't know. I have no idea. Doggies get the $5. What did Chapek cut in Galaxy's Edge? You've talked about it several times, but I didn't get the details. The third attraction. There was going to be a third attraction and a sit-down dining restaurant in Oga's Cantina. Oga's Cantina was supposed to be twice as big, with a bar and then also a sit-down, table service restaurant. There was supposed to be a third attraction that was going to basically like a Main Street vehicle, but instead of riding in a fire truck, you were right on top of a Bantha. You'd sit 6 or 8 people on top of a Bantha, and it would walk to the other end of Galaxy's Edge, just like the Main Street vehicles go from one end of Main Street to the other. They got rid of that. Tim Noel, do you think there will ever be a time where they tear down the convention center to expand the parks? No, no, not at all. For one thing, Disney doesn't own that land. The city does. The city generates a lot of revenue from the convention center. Not everything has to be. You need a multi-faceted environment for all of this to work together. The convention center feeds Disneyland. Disneyland feeds the convention center. So to get rid of one, it'd just be cannibalizing the other, and it wouldn't necessarily be better. The city's better off, I think. I'm sure most would agree. The city's better off having both instead of more of just one. Okay. Walt's lamp is on. Actually, no, it's a Christmas tree in the window right now, not a lamp. David, I'm hoping they don't do the cuts to Toontown like Galaxy's Edge. Well, they're not doing a lot to Toontown. They're just getting rid of parts of the rest of the land is going to be the same. So I'm not sure what they would have. They probably already did the cuts. There was probably already a bigger vision. I'm not frustrated with anybody, Amy. I just get a little, I don't know. The conversation is just different on these live streams than it is, one-sided when I'm talking to the news camera. Jason Neal, I'll be honest, I wish they would just completely demolish Toontown and come up with a new idea. Well, that was a possibility. Demolishing Toontown was on the table. But I think they decided to plant. I think the decision in the long run will be a good one. Having, adding Mickey's Runaway Railway and then also giving new life to the land by redoing some of the land itself. I feel like that's in the long run that's a better decision. There's less risk in that because it's not like Toontown was a failure in terms of attendance. It was a pretty busy land for the most part. It never really. I was crowded often. There was often a long line for Roger Rabbit, a long line for Gadgets. There were lots of things for kids to do. That's one of the things I liked about Toontown. Let's see, let's count the attractions in Toontown. Roger Rabbit, Minnie's House, Mickey's House, Chippendale's Treehouse, Gadget's Go Coaster, Donald's Boat, Goofy's House, and then Toon Park. Now, these are, in terms of scale, right? But in the aggregate, in total, they chewed up a lot of different, if you weren't doing one thing, you could be doing the other. There was a lot of things that kids could go in and out of and constantly running around and exploring. It allowed kids could stay there for a long time and enjoy the land for a long time. Thank you to Stephen Crawford for the $10. Would not want a Toontown to Galaxy's Edge. Could you imagine the Toons trying to escape? That's a Roger Rabbit sequel. So true. That's great. Nice. Because there is a tunnel in Roger Rabbit the movie. There's that whole tunnel, right? From Toontown to the real world. Same thing, man. But in any case, I like the idea of having many different things to do. I'm not a big fan of trying to put, like Galaxy's Edge was just two rides. You got this huge space and you're putting two rides in there because you're making each ride so big and you're trying to put all those people into one thing, but then it reduces your options. It reduces the likelihood that you're going to go to the land to begin with, right? If you don't have a virtual queue spot for Rise of Resistance, and let's say Smuggler's Run has got a long standby queue, or maybe you don't even like Smuggler's Run. What reason do you have to go to Galaxy's Edge right now? Why would you? Because you have to kind of. It's an interesting thing. You have to have purpose. When you go to Galaxy's Edge, you're deciding to go to Galaxy's Edge. There's no. It doesn't happen accidentally. You have to choose with purpose to go to Galaxy's Edge. You go through the path from Critter Country, the tunnel in Frontierland, or the tunnel from Fantasyland, right? You choose to go to, when you go to Adventureland, often it's because you're on your way to New Orleans Square. If you want to go to New Orleans Square, you have to go through Frontierland to do it. You have to go through other things to get there. And it just sort of happens. You just arrive. You just arrive at New Orleans Square. So you don't have to make a choice sometimes to go visit these lands. Sometimes they just happen. That doesn't exist at Galaxy's Edge. You don't just randomly show up at Galaxy's Edge. And so if you don't have a reason to go there, it's an empty land. Go visit Galaxy's Edge and you'll see how empty it is. Everybody's in the queue. I don't like that very much. And so what I like about Toontown is that if you go now, you have to have a reason to go to Toontown. That I would agree with that point if somebody were to make that you don't accidentally go to Toontown either. But if you do make a point of going to Toontown and you decide you don't like whatever's happening at Roger Rabbit's or Gadget's Go Coaster, there's lots of other things for your kids to do while you're there. There's a reason to keep you there. You could eat, you could have fun at Goofy's house, you could have fun at Donald's boat, you could do whatever. You could go to Mickey's house, Minnie's house, that kind of thing. There's a lot of things to keep kids there, and I like that. Toontown is the Compton of Disneyland. I don't know why people would say that. Josh W. gifted $5. He says, why do you think a Toontown refresh was priority over updating Tomorrowland? Because they built Runaway Railway. That's simple. You can't build Runaway Railway and then not do something about the rest of the land. If they were to try to put in a new ride at Tomorrowland, they would definitely. That's why they haven't put in a new ride at Tomorrowland, because they're not ready to do the makeover that Tomorrowland would require if you did put in a new ride there. They've been throwing around, they thought for a while it was going to be Star Wars, and then they're probably playing with Tron. I think they decided against Tron. Sounds like Tron's not ever going to happen at Tomorrowland. So, Tomorrowland keeps getting, pushed down the street or pushed down the way, kick the can or whatever, because they can't make up their mind what they want to do. I think they had a plan at one point, but then they lost it when COVID hit. Where are you going to put Slinky Dog, Charlie? Charlie, where are you going to put Slinky Dog? Alan says, I hope they make Runaway Railway as good or better than its East Coast version. I've heard it's going to be different. Whether or not it's better or not, who knows. But it's going to be a different layout. It might even be multi-level. Evan Layton shows up with $50. Thank you very much, Evan. He says, how many decades before they get around to reimagining Tomorrowland? When is the next Halley's Comet? But they do measure Tomorrowland in decades. They really do. $2097. There you go. There you go. 2097, we'll have a new Tomorrowland. And you know what they're going to say in 2097? It's already Yesterland. Oh, wow, asks, do they do the fireworks every night? They are for the holiday season, yes. Fireworks went off last night. It was lovely. David, do you expect any big announcement from Destination D for our park, or do you think the Toontown refresh will be it until D23? I'm not expecting anything for either event, to be honest. I'm not expecting anything at all from the Destination D or even at the next D23. There's nothing to report. I just don't feel like Disney's in the constantly making something new business right now. I don't know. I don't feel, it doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't feel like that's going to happen. That's why it's kind of a shock when Toontown hit. When the update news hit. I was not prepared for that at all. I've heard rumors for a few years now that Hollywoodland and DCA is going to turn into Toy Story Land. I'm not sure if that's true, but it would be a better use. And from where did you hear that? Because I don't see that happening, to be honest. They've already got things going on at Pixar Pier. What would you do with the Toy Story rides? There's 2 rides at Pixar Pier that are Toy Story. I don't think that's going to happen. No. I agree with Jason. If anything happens to Hollywood, it's more Avengers Campus. Are you guys still there? My screen just freaked out on me. We're never getting Rock and Roller Coaster? No. As a matter of fact, neither is Walt Disney World. Rock and Roller Coaster is going to get demoed before they take it somewhere else. Watch for that to happen. Everybody back? Is everybody back? I'm worried. Yeah, nobody cares about Aerosmith or a rock-themed roller coaster anymore. Honestly, nobody cares. Keir Jenkins. Hey, I met Keir Jenkins the other day on Dapper Day. That was cool. Thanks for stopping to say hi on Dapper Day. He says, sorry I took you away from Liz and Sophia on the MSV. No worries, not at all. It was a beautiful moment for 2 lovely ladies. No, Keir, I was glad that you said hi, because I love being able to, put names to faces of people who have been here for so many years, like you, Keir, who've been around and supported us for so long. That was great. That was wonderful. Thank you. I'm ready for Metallica. Roman, did anybody forget that rock and roll doesn't exist anymore? Rock and roll is not a thing, right? It's either country or hip hop these days, right? There is no uh, rock and roll. Rock and roll is dead. Although, well, it's not rock and roll, but I just saw. You guys want to hear something crazy? You want to hear something really weird? I was walking through the store and I saw this and it blew my mind. Duran Duran made a new album. Duran Duran cut a new album in 2021. Unless I was seeing things. Was I seeing things? What is Duran Duran doing making an album in 2021? Is that a Lucas? How do you not know who Duran Duran is? Oh man, that blows my mind. Regina Layton, what do you think about Disney getting into online sports betting? I've been trying to decide if I have an opinion on that. I don't like it. I guess that's where I'm gonna go with that. I don't like it. I don't like it because that's not the business they're in. Disneyland is not in the business of, well, I guess they are tangentially in the sports business because they own ESPN, but that's an entertainment thing. It's not, they're in the entertainment business, which happens some way spill over to ESPN and sports. But Disney, by definition, is not in the sports business. They're also not in the gambling business. So all that does to me is suggest that they're just trying to make money. They see a place to make money and they're going to go get some. So for that reason, I don't like it. I would love it. I would love it if Disney would just stop messing around and stop thinking about money and start thinking about product and start thinking about what it is that they are and what it is that they do and just do what they do. Do what they're good at. Stop messing around. Stop looking to make money because the money comes from passion. It comes from making something that people love. It comes from within. It starts here and it comes out and you give it to them and then the people say, yes, thank you, and here's my money. When you start thinking about the money first, it clouds everything. It makes everything so confusing. So no, Regina, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I wish they wouldn't. Just stay with what you do, Disney. Just do what you do. We would just imagine. Just imagine if they had reopened the parks exactly like they did when they closed them, if nothing changed. All they have to do, all they had to do was nothing. Okay? All they had to do was nothing. And we would have been, yes! Yes! But they were impatient and they saw the red figures and they said they lacked vision and just they were just in a hurry. They were in a hurry. And my son's home. Did you guys hear that? I'm doing. I'm sitting here in my garage doing a live stream. My son opens the door, and then this family walks by, walking their dog, and they're looking in the garage like, "What the hell is that guy doing?" That was hilarious. Welcome home, son. There's four people walk by. They got a dog and a kid. They're like, "What are you doing?" Because I'm staring at them. I face the garage opening. Oh, that was weird. I need a basement. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, look, I lived in a two-bedroom apartment before, Evan. There's a lot of things I need, but I'm pretty happy with having just a house at this point. I feel like I've graduated to adulthood just having a house. Yeah, it's totally Wayne's World. It is. Well, I gotta go. I gotta go put the baby down. How old is the ninja? He's 19. Dan Shaw, get the $5. This is for your Viva Navidad coverage. It inspired me to re-listen to David Byrne's Latin album. I don't know how to pronounce that. Re Momo? I love Viva Navidad, you guys. I don't make any mistake about that. I love Viva Navidad. But anyway, I got to go, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me for this hour. Thank you very much for your kindness and your fellowship and for being here with us and listening to me rant about what it is that Disney is or isn't, and to rant about other things, I guess. Thank you for your generosity, and thank you for watching our shows. Go, if you haven't already, leave this video. Do 3 things. 3 things. Okay, that's your assignment. This is Fight Club, and here's your assignments. Go watch the Life Day video if you haven't already. Go join Patreon if you haven't already. Patreon.com/FreshBaked. And go follow us on TikTok. Fresh Baked Disney on TikTok. We're putting out content there. If I want to get that thing blown up a little bit. I want to become a TikTok star. Make me a TikTok star, you guys. What do we get if we do all that? You get videos, free videos every single day. What do you mean? What do you mean when you get? You get Fresh Baked Disney. You get me yelling about Disney. All right, I'm going to go make a video about the union situation with cast members and about Small World and about Pelican's Landing. Guys, wait till you see what they're doing with Pelican Landing right now. Overnight. So I got to go make that video. I got to go make a bunch of videos. So I got to go. I love you guys. Thank you very much for being here with me. I love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And Fresh Baked.